What is going on YouTube? We're going to tidy up some loose ends today. First off, oil, new filter. Yes, I did put some oil on there before I put it on. Got the gasket maker right here. Go around the end. There isn't much. But after I get that on, I don't have any gaskets on any of this stuff. So we are going to pull the turbo off, unbolt everything, put the gasket on the turbo, or on the head. I need to get the wastegate on, make sure all these are tight, all the fittings. So get that where it's adjusted on to here. And make sure it clears the boot. And get all that hard mounted so the turbo is there for good. Then I can do the intake. That way I know exactly where it's going to be. Bolt up the exhaust. Finish up some of the piping. And get the muffler put on. So that might be another video right there. Need to connect it all the way up there. So hopefully doing some tidying up, getting the oil lines ran, getting this on the bottom of the turbo, making the AN line, the PTFE, making the brackets for this, coming around to the turbo feed, and tapping into the blow-off valve vacuum. She might be running today. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to work. Well, that's a depressing sight. Everything is out of the car. So we are going to, first I just torqued all these down. I'm going to get the intake 90 boot over here, put it on here, get the wastegate, put that as close to the boot as I can, and get the linkage hooked up. And then once those are tight, then I can put on that fitting, and then I can put on the oil fitting. But the holes are just a little off because it's a eBay turbo and didn't even come with a flange. So I'm just gonna have to grind these out to fit that bolt pattern, and it should be fine. We've got the turbo put together. Everything's adjusted how I want it. There's only one problem. Putting this fitting here. I can't get the oil line on because of that bolt. So now that fitting's pretty much useless. I'm going to have to get a banjo fitting to come out this way. So I can put this on over here on this side. So, yeah, can't start it today. Won't have oil feed. Unless I take the wastegate off or something, or move it, or take the bolt out. But, yeah, this has to go on with a banjo fitting over here to the side. Alright, let's continue on. Since I'm waiting on those other parts, I am lapping this flange again. I've got all that together. I've got that drain on there. So really it's just going to be the oil feed. I'll be waiting on a banjo to come out this way. But while I'm slowly lapping the part over there on the bench, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the motor. The turbo is bolted to the motor. It's completely solid. It's on there for good right now unless I want to buy another gasket. So just need to finish lapping that one flange and then put that downpipe flange on. Then put the downpipe on, bolt the exhaust to it. Alright, so now we're going to put our bead of silicone in around the edge. I've already prepped the underside with some brake cleaner and dried it off. So we'll do this. Pop it on there, pop it up, put a couple screws to hold it in place, and we'll tighten it all down. Alright, oil line ready to go over this way. Already connected down there. Started working on the intake down there. That's actually into the turbo right now. So I just put all this stuff in here to look at clearances and all that stuff. Yeah. Got this stuff pretty much hard mounted right here. And I can start adding on to that. Got the oil pan back on. And little bit of a problem with the turbo drain. So I don't know how I'm gonna get those angles correct up there. I'll figure something out. Got the AC compressor back. It's not tightened down all the way. Got the dog bone back here. So I need to finish lapping over here for the turbo, which I didn't realize it warped this much, but it sure did. You see it in the glaze right there. This whole side right here is lifted, and that whole side right there is lifted. So probably going to be a good amount of sanding right here. Get this thing lapped back to flat before I put it on with the gasket. Because once this goes on, until I make the kit, it's not coming off. So I'll get that, the downpipe, that all done. I need to extend this wire, which the wires that I bought don't plug in, obviously. So I'm gonna cut it, splice it, solder it together, heat shrink it. Then the downpipe can go in once that flange goes on. And yeah, I'm calling quits for the night. It's Sunday, I'm tired. Catch it another day. Oh my God, she's almost ready to start. What's going on, YouTube? Back to Enigma Garage, and we have some parts that came in. Let's go over this real quick. So I had to get a banjo fitting to clear the wastegate area, and I found out this one might need a restrictor, so I picked one up. We'll see if I need it. And then I had to change it up, get rid of the AN top and bottom. We're gonna just go to a hose connection, push lock on the bottom, and some more flexible oil hose for that. But I also have a intake pipe on there down here going to the turbo. So I'll get that pulled off and show you what we got going on, what I had to order. Got it all back off. Had to get this to go to the turbo because it's actually 2 1/4 on that side and 2 1/2 for my piping. 45, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, perfect, and we'll go into the car just fine. That bend worked out perfectly, no cuts. We'll get that mounted back up in there after we get the oil on, get the restrictor, and get this back into place. So I have all this loose right now. I'm gonna get the oil feed on with the banjo, then the restrictor, then put the oil line on, get this put back on, put the intake on, tighten everything down. Then I'm on a downpipe, and I've been putting this off. I don't know why. I gotta finish that up underneath there. So I'll get that done and then work on the oil drain. Make sure everything on the oil pan underneath is tight. AC compressor, put the belt back on, and tomorrow get some oil. Might be able to fire her up. Oh, and I put the muffler back here. Kind of squirrel moment for a second. I think that's how it's gonna be. Just like that. All right, let's get to it. There we go. Banjo fitting is on. Got the restrictor in, and got this hose tight. It's not going anywhere. Routed all the way down here. Probably gotta put a few more hose connections, keep it from rubbing up on stuff. And this one down here is tight. So the oil feed is complete. And might as well just jump to the drain to get that over with. Here we go with the drain. And let me tell y'all, push lock is freaking awesome. It worked out great. Worked out just fine. No kinking. So the drain is done. I gotta put a hose clamp up there at the top, right up there. Can't really see where I'm pointing. Yeah, I can. So hose clamp go up there. Down here is push lock. I don't have to worry about that at all, but I do have to tighten this nut right there. And the oil pan's already tight. AC compressor's already tight. Oil filter's back on. And yeah. And I forgot I already got oil. I am making some dust. Ton of dust. Trying to plane this out. I've almost got it. It's just a little bit back there that, man, she warped. I really should have been working on heat management on this one. Back purging would have probably helped keep it cool. Or even bolting it to a chill block like is thick aluminum. So learn from my mistake if you're going to do it, but I have to do a couple more planing sessions. Then I can put this in the gasket on the turbo, put the downpipe back on. But that's probably going to be tomorrow morning. See y'all in the morning. With the magic of YouTube, it's morning time. Alright, first thing we are going to do, get that hose clamp on the oil drain. I'm going to change up some spark plugs, you know, because we're running boost now, before I get all that congested over here. Put the belt on, put this gasket on right here, just tidy up a few things, and then we're going to get to putting on the downpipe. Well, I forgot about a piece, and that would be the EGR, so I can block that off. So I took a piece of straight down here, cut it out, drilled some holes. They're a little small, so I made them a little bit bigger. Just planed it. That way I can get my gasket flat and put it on the back side of the block. We've got the downpipe flange on now. I've already changed out the spark plugs. Let's take a look at those. So I got a different part number in here. Yep. BKR6EGP. But what came out of the car, well, they look a little old. I don't know. But we have a Iridium DIF R6A13G that was in here. So if she's acting up, I might just grab a set of those. But I'll keep you guys updated and let you know how these plugs work out. That's all done. So now we'll put the EGR block off plate right here on the back side of the block. Put the downpipe in. Start working with the intercooler piping. Get ready to start her today. We've got the EGR block off plate installed. Pretty simple. Let's get the downpipe in. Get a few more steps done. Just remembered this isn't long enough to get the connector, and the O2 extender I bought doesn't fit. So I'm going to have to cut this, extend the wires out, put this plug back on the end of it, just put these wires in the middle. Yeah, unless I can find another O2 later on that's got a longer pigtail that's the exact same one. I mean, we'll just go from there. But gotta solder those together or crimp them. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Then put it in. Quick, simple, effective. O2 extension. Best part is I have enough over here for another one, and I have a brand new sensor for when I do the final revision of my downpipe for the jig. Like I said, probably going to sell this kit. Let's put this in the car. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close now. Charging my battery. It's a little low, but we have, let's see, O2s. O2s are hooked up back there now with the extension. Downpipe is on. Everything is tight there. Got the belt back on. Dipsticks bolted back to the front. Let's see here. Everything's tidied up around the bottom. Tighten the oil drain down. Yeah, I think all the sensors are hooked up. Oil is hooked up. I might just try to start it. I mean, I don't have the intercooler piping on, but just want to make sure that the hybrid battery's fine, because that's kind of got me scared. Because it's been almost a month now since she's been down. It's kind of scary. So I think I'm just going to start it up and let it idle. Alright guys, I'll be holding my breath on this one. Alright, she's got oil. So I need to top it off with idling. Whew. Alright, it's kind of scary. Let's get her started. She is alive, everybody. No exhaust leaks, so I planed that downpipe flange pretty good. My wire extension is pretty good. It's idling fine. That means I know my intake sensor's fine. She's burbling away. I mean, it's not coming through the muffler yet. It's before it. So I still haven't connected it. It's up there. But, oh, it'll sound nice with that muffler. Yep, she's running. Nothing crazy going on. But I did slam my finger in the door. Forgot to roll the window down. Didn't want it to lock itself. That sucked. No leaks on the oil feed. No leaks back here. No leaks under the car that I can see. And over here looking at the turbo. I mean, you probably can't see it. It isn't spinning much, but it is spinning, so that's a good sign. Now we can work on finishing up the intercooler piping. I'm gonna let it run for a bit, check the oil again before I do anything crazy. Try to charge that battery, because I'm scared I'm gonna kill the hybrid battery. It already took a little bit of a charge. You guys, it's running. Woo! Oh, this is gonna be fun this weekend. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Last pipe. Almost done welding it up. I don't know why I kept putting it off, but I blew a little hole through there right there, letting it cool down. Finish welding that up, put it on. Then I can do the muffler, and she's ready to drive out under her own power. So tomorrow morning, I'll probably do the muffler. We're gonna end this video. So hopefully the next video is going to be me doing the muffler and driving it around and cleaning it up with the pressure washer over there. Getting all this gunk off so we can get ready to wrap this thing. What do you think, guys? Should I paint all the intercooler piping pearl white? Oh no, I probably can't. I'm going to sell it. Yeah. And then that one's next, guys. Morning, everybody. So we are going to tackle the muffler today. I think it should be fine. It's kind of the haha look, you know, silly racer. We've got everything prepped over here. Soon. Got some pies. Started to do some counting underneath how many I need to make that first bend. Got a piece of straight. And I'm going to try the solar flux. So we're gonna get that piece of pipe off, tack up a few of these pies, and put it back under there and start measuring it out. First time using solar flux. I do not like it. Not one bit. Not at all. When am I gonna spin this? Yeah. I am not liking that at all. So I'm probably gonna back purge the rest of it. Ugh. Well, solar flux is gonna be up for sale soon. I don't want it. So I was finishing up my exhaust over here because I didn't make any videos. My LS RX-8. Finishing up the Honda. Another LS RX-8 just showed up. Yeah. What a great day. Do it for Dale. too excited to finish. It's getting late. It's Sunday. I am ready to drive this to work. Oh yeah. Catch y'all later. So I come down here. There's a freaking Black Widow underneath my car. Ugh. Gross. Anyways, got the little rubber boot from O'Reilly's. So I got that where it's going to straddle over there, and I'm going to bring the muffler up to it, weld it. That way that hanger on the rear right here is done. So I got to unbolt that. And I made a mark up here. I don't know if you can see it. With a little Sharpie, I'll clean it off. So I can get that tacked into place, test fit it. If it's where I want it, I'll weld it solid. And she's done and coming off jack stands. So I'm going to end this video right here. I'm going to finish that up. Next video is going to be on the ground and prepping for wrap. See y'all later.